Have you ever looked up at the night sky and felt a connection so deep, it seemed like the stars themselves were whispering your name? Some loves aren't found. They're written in the universe, waiting for the perfect moment to align. Today, let me take you on a journey of a love that was destined, a love written in stars. There's something undeniably magical about the idea of destiny. It's a concept that whispers to us in quiet moments, that gentle tug at the heart that makes us feel we are exactly where we are meant to be. Love, when it is written in the stars, carries this magic at its core. It is not a love that arrives by accident, it is a carefully orchestrated alignment of fate and timing. From the first glance to the first shared laugh, there is an invisible thread pulling two souls together, guiding them through life's twists and turns, so that every small choice leads inevitably toward each other. When we think of destiny, we often imagine grand, sweeping gestures or dramatic coincidences. But more often, it is subtle. It is in the way one remembers a favorite song that the other hums without knowing, or how two people find themselves reaching for the same book in a crowded library. These small, seemingly ordinary moments are in fact extraordinary. They are the universe's way of arranging encounters that might otherwise go unnoticed. Every meeting is a puzzle piece, placed perfectly by the hands of time, shaping a story far bigger than ourselves. Destiny does not rush, it moves with patience and care. Even if two hearts are meant to meet, the universe waits for the perfect timing, often teaching us lessons along the way. Sometimes the path feels long or uncertain, and we may question whether the love we seek is real. Yet these pauses, these waiting periods, are not coincidences. They are the quiet rehearsals of life, preparing hearts to recognize each other fully when the moment finally arrives. There is beauty in this patience, for it makes the eventual union all the more meaningful. What makes a love written in the stars truly magical is how it transcends logic. It defies reason, surpasses circumstance, and bends the rules of everyday life. There is an invisible architecture at play, a cosmic design that guides two people together despite obstacles, distance, or the unlikelihood of chance encounters. When we encounter this kind of love, it feels inevitable, as if the universe itself is conspiring in our favor. This sense of inevitability gives it a sacred quality, a reassurance that no matter the challenges, some connections are meant to endure. Destiny also teaches us to trust in the unseen. When love is written in stars, we learn that not everything must be understood immediately. Life may not always make sense, and people may enter our lives in unexpected ways. Yet, when we surrender to the magic of destiny, we allow ourselves to experience a love that is profound and timeless. There is a quiet confidence in knowing that if two souls are meant to meet, they will find each other, guided by something far greater than chance or circumstance. Finally, the magic of destiny lies in its mystery. It is a force that cannot be controlled, predicted, or explained entirely. We may not always see the hand that guides us, but we feel its presence in the certainty of our hearts. Love written in stars reminds us that life is full of wonders, that there is beauty in surrender, and that the universe has a way of weaving stories that are far more intricate and enchanting than anything we could imagine. To experience this kind of love is to glimpse the divine, to witness the poetry of life itself unfolding before us. Timing is one of the most delicate threads in the fabric of love. Even when two souls are destined to meet, the universe ensures that the moment is perfect. Love written in stars does not rush or bend, it waits patiently until everything aligns. It is in the pauses, the near misses, and the quiet intervals that the power of timing reveals itself. Often we may feel impatient or frustrated when love does not arrive as quickly as we hope, yet these waiting periods are never wasted. They are essential, shaping our hearts and preparing us to recognize the love that is meant to be. The beauty of perfect timing lies in the way it shapes our appreciation for love. When a connection unfolds exactly when it should, it feels effortless yet miraculous. Every shared smile, every lingering glance carries weight and meaning, because we understand, even unconsciously, that this moment was crafted for us. Love that is rushed or forced may feel intense temporarily, but love that arrives in its own time has depth, resilience, and a rare authenticity. The stars, in their silent wisdom, guide not only who we meet but also when we are ready to truly embrace them. Timing also teaches patience, which is one of love's greatest virtues. Life has a way of testing our endurance and our faith in the unseen. There may be delays, missed opportunities, or circumstances beyond our control that make the wait seem unbearable. Yet, these very obstacles are part of the universe's careful design. They refine our character, deepen our emotional strength, and prepare us to fully experience the magic of a love that arrives just when it should. Every delay, every moment of anticipation, is a lesson in trusting the process. There is also a gentle reminder that timing is not always linear. Love may come and go, retreat and return, weaving through our lives in ways that seem unpredictable. This unpredictability is part of the enchantment of a love written in stars. It allows the universe to test our hearts, to reveal what truly matters, and to show that love is not about convenience or perfect conditions. It is about alignment, resonance, and the unseen forces that draw two souls together. When the timing is right, love doesn't just arrive, it blooms effortlessly, as if it has always been there. Perfect timing gives love a sense of destiny and inevitability. When we finally meet the person we are meant to be with, we recognize it instantly. The moments that felt frustrating or delayed fall into place, forming a clear picture of why everything happened as it did. There is no coincidence, no random chance, only the deliberate rhythm of life guiding us toward the person who complements us perfectly. Timing in this way becomes not just a mechanism but a language through which the universe speaks. Ultimately, timing reminds us that love is a journey, not a race. It asks for faith, patience, and openness to life's mysterious ways. When two hearts are destined to unite, the universe waits until both are ready, ensuring that the meeting is meaningful and lasting. This understanding transforms our perspective on love. It is no longer something to chase or force, but something to honor, something to trust. Love written in stars arrives with precision, beauty, and an undeniable magic that only perfect timing can provide. Love written in stars is not flawless, and that is what makes it extraordinary. Perfection is an illusion, and expecting it in matters of the heart only limits the depth of connection we can experience. True love grows through imperfections, through mistakes, misunderstandings, and moments of vulnerability. It is in the cracks of our own hearts and in the flaws of those we care for that the most profound beauty emerges. Just as stars shine brightest against the backdrop of a dark sky, love becomes luminous when it survives the shadows of imperfection. Imperfections teach us compassion. When we encounter the flaws in someone we love, we are faced with a choice to judge or to understand. Love written in stars asks us to choose understanding, to embrace the humanity in ourselves and in others. It is in these moments of acceptance that a bond strengthens, because love is not about changing the other person into what we imagine. They are already perfect in the cosmic design, exactly as they are. Embracing imperfections allows love to breathe and grow naturally, without fear or restriction. Challenges are also part of this journey. Life will test love through arguments, disappointments, and moments of doubt. A love that is written in the stars does not avoid these trials. Instead, it thrives because of them. Every obstacle becomes an opportunity to deepen empathy, strengthen trust, and learn patience. The journey of embracing imperfection is a reminder that love is not measured by ease or simplicity, but by resilience, commitment, and the courage to hold on even when circumstances are difficult. The beauty of imperfection also lies in its authenticity. When we allow ourselves and our loved ones to be imperfect, we create a space for genuine connection. There is no pretense, no mask, no need to hide behind appearances. Love written in stars flourishes in honesty, in vulnerability, and in the messy, beautiful reality of human experience. It is in laughing at our mistakes, in apologizing when we falter, and in supporting one another through weaknesses that love becomes unshakable and profoundly real. Imperfections give love its unique character. No two stories written in the stars are the same, each is shaped by the quirks, idiosyncrasies, and experiences of those involved. The small, seemingly insignificant traits, the way someone laughs too loudly, worries too much, or struggles to express themselves, become endearing symbols of the bond they share. Love gains depth and texture from these imperfections, transforming ordinary moments into memories that are treasured forever. It is a love that is rich, layered, and deeply human. Ultimately, embracing imperfections teaches us a universal truth, that love is not about seeking perfection, but about celebrating connection. It is about choosing to see the beauty in flaws, to nurture growth rather than demand change, and to trust that even in brokenness, love can thrive. A love written in stars is resilient because it embraces every part of our humanity. It is a love that endures, shines, and evolves precisely because it does not deny the imperfections that make it uniquely ours. In these imperfections, we find the true magic of love. Some of the most profound connections in life are those that transcend words. Love written in stars often speaks in a language that no dictionary can capture, a language of glances, gestures, and silent understanding. It is in the gentle brush of a hand, the shared laugh that needs no explanation, and the comforting presence beside us in times of doubt. These moments communicate more deeply than words ever could, revealing the hidden depths of emotion that bind two hearts together. Words are limited, but love knows no limits. In a connection written in the stars, even silence becomes meaningful. Two people can sit together in quietude and feel fully understood. There is a rhythm to this kind of love, an unspoken dialogue that flows naturally between souls. It reminds us that true intimacy does not require constant conversation. It requires presence, attentiveness, and the ability to feel what the other is feeling without needing to articulate it. In these silent exchanges, love speaks louder than any declaration. Gestures carry a weight that words often fail to convey. A reassuring touch, a thoughtful act, a simple smile across the room, all of these communicate love in its purest form. When love is written in stars, these gestures are amplified by intention and sincerity. They become symbols of devotion, trust, and emotional attunement. Even when separated by distance, the memory of these gestures can bridge the gap, reminding both hearts that they are connected by something far greater than physical proximity or spoken language. Sometimes words can even complicate love. Misunderstandings, misinterpretations, and the limitations of language can create unnecessary tension. In a love guided by destiny, however, hearts find ways to communicate beyond these limitations. Eye contact, body language, and subtle expressions become the bridge over misunderstandings. There is a beauty in knowing that someone can understand your fears, hopes, and dreams without you having to explain them fully. A silent reassurance that you are seen, known, and cherished exactly as you are. This kind of communication requires attentiveness and sensitivity. It demands that we truly listen, not just to the words spoken, but to the emotions behind them. Love written in stars nurtures this attentiveness, teaching us to read the unspoken and respond with care. It is a dance of perception and empathy, where two people learn to navigate the currents of each other's hearts. In mastering this language, love becomes not just a feeling, but a living, breathing connection that continues to grow stronger with each silent exchange. Ultimately, communication beyond words is a testament to the depth and intimacy of love written in stars. It proves that the truest connections are felt, not just heard. In this silent language, hearts speak freely, fears are soothed without utterance, and joy is shared without limitation. Love finds its voice in the spaces between words, in the glances, touches, and quiet moments that reveal the soul. It is in these spaces that the universe whispers its secrets, reminding us that some bonds are so profound, they do not need words at all to be understood. Trust is the foundation of any love, but a love written in stars requires a special kind of trust. The courage to believe in something unseen, intangible, and often unpredictable. It asks us to release the need for control, to let go of doubts, and to place our hearts in the hands of fate. This courage is not born from naivety, it is born from faith in the connection that feels destined, in the feeling that two souls are guided by forces greater than themselves. To love in this way is to step forward even when the path is uncertain, believing that the universe has already woven the threads of your story. Courage in love means opening your heart fully, even when fear threatens to hold it back. Past heartbreaks, disappointments, or moments of betrayal can make trust seem impossible. Yet, a love written in stars challenges us to rise above those fears. It encourages us to see the potential for beauty and connection despite the risk of pain. Every step taken in faith strengthens the bond, proving that love thrives not in certainty, but in willingness. The willingness to be vulnerable, to risk rejection, and to believe that the journey is worth it. Trust also means surrendering to the natural flow of love. It asks us to release expectations about timing, perfection, or outcomes. Love written in stars does not demand that we understand every twist and turn immediately, it asks only that we remain open and present. By surrendering control, we allow the relationship to evolve organically, guided by destiny rather than by fear or forced intentions. In this way, courage and trust are inseparable. They work hand in hand, creating space for love to flourish authentically. Part of trusting in love is believing in the unseen connection between hearts. Even when circumstances separate two people, even when distance or doubt creeps in, the courage to trust keeps the bond alive. It reminds us that true love is resilient, anchored not just in physical proximity or daily interaction, but in the deep, invisible threads that tie two souls together. This trust allows hearts to remain connected across time-space and challenges, proving that love written in stars cannot be diminished by ordinary obstacles. Trust is also an act of patience. It requires understanding that love unfolds in its own way and in its own time. Impatience, skepticism, or attempts to control outcomes can weaken the delicate balance that destiny has crafted. Courage allows us to step back, observe, and let life guide us, believing that the right actions, the right words, and the right timing will all fall into place. In this patience, trust becomes a powerful force, transforming uncertainty into hope and fear into confidence. Ultimately, the courage to trust is what transforms love into something enduring and magical. It empowers us to face the unknown with an open heart, to embrace vulnerability as a source of strength, and to believe in the destiny of a connection that feels written in the stars. Without trust, love struggles to survive. With it, love becomes limitless. It reminds us that some bonds are meant to be nurtured with faith, courage, and unwavering belief that, no matter what happens, the universe is quietly guiding two souls toward the connection they are destined to share. Some loves are fleeting, tied to moments or circumstances that eventually fade, but a love written in stars is eternal, stretching beyond the boundaries of time and space. It is a connection that does not diminish with distance, grow weary with challenges, or weaken with age. Like the stars themselves, it persists quietly and steadily, a constant presence in the night sky of our lives. This kind of love reminds us that true connection is not measured by days or years, but by the depth and strength of the bond between souls. Eternity in love is reflected in memory and presence. Even when separated by miles, circumstances, or life's unpredictable turns, hearts that share a cosmic connection continue to resonate with one another. A simple thought, a remembered touch, or a familiar laugh can bridge the gap and bring two souls together instantly. Love written in stars teaches us that physical presence is not the only proof of devotion. Emotional and spiritual connection often transcends what the eyes can see, creating a sense of closeness that is limitless. This love is also timeless in the lessons it imparts. It evolves, deepens, and matures, teaching us patience, compassion, and understanding over the course of a lifetime. Even as life changes and people grow, the essence of a love written in stars remains unchanged. It is not fragile or conditional, it is resilient, adapting without losing its core. This endurance makes it a guiding light, like a constellation we can always follow when life feels uncertain or dark, reminding us of what truly matters. A love that is eternal also gives us hope. It teaches that some connections are not bound by circumstance or chance, they are destined and enduring. Even in moments of separation or misunderstanding, there is a quiet reassurance that true love cannot be erased. This hope fuels courage, nurtures trust, and encourages us to cherish every moment shared, knowing that the impact of this connection is permanent and infinite. Love written in stars assures us that some bonds are unbreakable, no matter the trials faced. The limitless nature of such love extends beyond the self. It inspires generosity, empathy, and the willingness to put the happiness of the other at the center. When a love is eternal, it is not possessive or fleeting. It gives freely, nurtures growth, and encourages the fullest expression of individuality. Two souls connected in this way do not confine each other. Instead, they expand together, creating a love that reaches beyond boundaries, expectations, and limitations, touching everything around them with its radiance. Ultimately, eternal and limitless love is a reminder of the extraordinary power of the human heart. It is a love that transcends lifetimes, a force that persists despite challenges, and a connection that feels divinely guided. Love written in stars is not just a fleeting feeling. It is a lasting presence, a cosmic promise that some bonds are designed to endure, to inspire, and to illuminate life in ways that ordinary love cannot. It is infinite, unwavering, and profoundly transformative, leaving a mark on the heart and soul that nothing can erase. And so, as we look up at the night sky, we are reminded that love is not random. It is carefully written in the stars, waiting for the right moment, for hearts brave enough to trust, for souls willing to embrace imperfection, and for connections that transcend words and time. It teaches us patience, resilience, and the courage to open our hearts fully. It shows us that even through challenges, distance, and uncertainty, true love endures. Love written in stars is eternal, limitless, and profound. It is a force that shapes us, inspires us, and reminds us of the beauty and mystery of life itself. And as we move forward in our own journeys, may we hold on to this truth that the love meant for us will find us, guide us, and light our path like the constellations above, steady, unwavering, and unforgettable. So, when you next glance at the night sky, remember that somewhere, somehow the universe may already be weaving a love story meant for you. Trust it, cherish it, and allow it to fill your heart with wonder, hope, and endless possibility. For some loves are not just felt, they are written in the stars, eternal and unbreakable.